What's good? It's your boy Fanon. All right now. All right. Errol Spence absolutely humiliates Mikey Garcia in a one-sided boxing exhibition. And when I'm telling you one-sided, I mean absolutely one-sided. Errol Spence, Mikey Garcia showed in that fight that he is not anywhere near on the same level of fighter as Errol Spence Jr. Now, before I get into that, I want to say welcome back to the channel, subscribers. If you are not subscribed, I hope you accept my invitation to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And also when we do our live streams Monday through Friday, starting around 10:30 a.m. starts between 10:30 a.m. and 10:45 a.m. Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday. And also check out the Patreon. A lot of really good stuff over there. But let me get to this, man. Let me get to this. Mikey Garcia should have never taken that fight because Mikey Garcia got completely and utterly exposed. Mikey Garcia is not on the same level as Errol Spence. A lot of people came in to this fight with talking a lot of stuff about Mikey Garcia's IQ and how Mikey Garcia was going to figure out Errol Spence, and the only difference between Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia was the size of Errol Spence. All of that good old stuff. All of that garbage. Because what we saw when the fight actually took place was that Errol Spence Jr. was a better boxer than Mikey Garcia in every conceivable way. He, just like Errol Spence said, he was faster than Mikey Garcia. He was stronger than Mikey Garcia. He was smarter than Mikey Garcia. He looked more skilled than Mikey Garcia. And the only reason that Mikey Garcia survived that fight is because Mikey Garcia wouldn't engage. Mikey Garcia tried to fight in spots. And when I'm saying spots, I mean he might have tried to fight. Tried to take it to Errol Spence in maybe 20 seconds of maybe 3 different rounds. So what is that? Maybe a minute of the fight? Maybe a minute of the fight? He actually tried to go at Errol Spence Jr. He tried to do something with Errol Spence Jr. Other than that, he stood with his hands in a high guard, eating jabs. Eating right jabs and straight left hands down the pipe for the whole fight. Mikey Garcia would have been better off. Mikey Garcia would have been better off not taking that fight because he got completely and utterly exposed, man. He is not on the same level as Errol Spence Jr. And I'm going to go in on Mikey Garcia a little bit because I'm not really going to say it's Errol. I think Mikey Garcia robbed Errol Spence in that fight. Robbed him of a knockout because he wouldn't fight. He looked like Adrian Bronner in there. Errol Spence turned Mikey Garcia into Adrian Bronner, into a high guard and throwing a couple punches every blue moon. But other than that, just eating punch after punch after punch after punch, refusing to let his hands go. The whole fight. I listened to a little bit of the coverage. We had a lot of people on the channel. Thank you to everybody that showed up to the channel for the live stream discussion we had for this fight. It was a really good time, man. We were on all the way from, the early fight cards, all the way, pretty much from Charles Martin versus, from the Charles Martin fight, all the way through the Errol Spence fight. Thank you guys so much for showing up. But, oh my God, man. Errol Spence Jr. just is on such a higher level than Mikey Garcia. I was saying this for a long time, and I'm going to rub it in on Mikey Garcia because for real, I was saying this for the whole week ahead of time. Who did Mikey Garcia ever fight? Who did he ever beat for him to get all these accolades that people were trying to throw at him? Adrian Bronner, the best fight that he had on his hands that he won was Robert Easter Jr. And Errol Spence Jr. proved that he ain't Robert Easter Jr. Mikey Garcia couldn't hurt him. Mikey Garcia could barely hit him. Mikey, I think, what was the fight? The total on the fights that they had, like the total number of punches landed in that fight for Mikey Garcia was 25%. He landed 75 According to CompuBox or whatever was keeping the score, he landed 75 punches over 12 rounds. That's about 8 punches a round that he landed. And they were probably counting jabs that touched that touched Errol Spence's gloves. But he had no desire whatsoever to engage and try to make a fight with Errol Spence Jr. And it was wild because he just got beaten every way. He got beat on the outside. He got beat. He lost everything. Every conceivable way that you could lose a fight, he lost a fight. In effective aggressiveness, he lost that. He lost effective aggressiveness every round of that fight. He lost defense every round of that fight. He ring generalship every round of the fight. It was an absolute, man, I'm trying to think, when was the last time I watched a pay-per-view fight that was that one-sided? And I'm telling you, ones where guys just knocked out. But for Mikey Garcia, all that smack Mikey Garcia was talking about, what he saw and how, people are going to know that that's why he picked out the fight and how he's just a little bit better at everything. No, man, what Mikey Garcia did best this fight was not throw punches. So he didn't get knocked out. If he would have continued, he showed that he had a chin. He did do that. He showed that he had a chin. He showed that he could take a lot of punishment. That's about the only thing that Mikey Garcia showed in that fight, is that he was somebody that is capable of taking a tremendous amount of punishment. Sean Porter should have taken that fight. And it's crazy, man. It's just crazy. Errol Spence after the fight. Now, after the fight, right? Manny Pacquiao got in the ring. You could tell right there, dude, that Manny Pacquiao did not want Errol Spence. He's like, yeah, why not? Yeah, I'll tell you why not, because you don't want to see that, dog. Manny Pacquiao was probably hoping that Mikey Garcia was going to win that fight, and then Errol Spence Jr. and Mikey Garcia could have a fight. Evander Holyfield is interesting. Evander Holyfield said that, he only came to the fight because he didn't know what was going to happen, right? He didn't say who he picked. He said, well, I only come to fights when I don't know what happened, right? You had Sugar Ray Leonard saying, oh, Mikey's going to win. Why Mikey? Oh, because he's Mikey. Because he's Mikey. All this, I really have a lot of credit for Mikey because of all, Mikey's taking this big channel. Mikey didn't throw any punches. Mikey did not dare to be great. I don't want to hear this any more crap about Mikey Garcia daring to be great. He absolutely positively did not dare to be great because he did not fight. He did not fight. Like I said before, and I'm going to keep harping on this, and we're going to do it on the live streams. I'm going to say this tomorrow, probably do a live stream tomorrow. The only reason Mikey Garcia survived that fight is because Mikey Garcia refused to fight. Mikey Garcia stayed in a high guard. He didn't grab and hold, but he would just feint trying to keep Errol Spence from throwing more punches. Mikey Garcia got to get himself checked out in the hospital. Now, what they said afterwards was interesting though, because I was in the comment section. I was in the live stream, but afterwards I'm hearing that Robert Garcia was saying, "Hey man, if I see too much more punishment, man, I'm gonna throw this fight in. I gotta go in." He's like, "No. One more, I can do something. I can pull this off." No, you can't, Mikey. No, you can't. All you can do is take an extraordinarily ridiculous amount of punishment and hold your hands up and try to maybe win a round. I do believe on two of the fight cards, two of the judges' scorecards, they had it something like 120 to 108. I personally had that fight 120 to 108. 120 to 108. I don't think Mikey Garcia won a round, and I don't think he came close to a round. The only rounds that somebody could make any type of argument about was round number 2 and round number 7. There's an off chance that if you really wanted to give Mikey Garcia a round, it could have been those. But look, man, fairy tale over. The fairy tale's over. We sat and listened. I was so anxious about this fight because it was like just listening to people listening to Mikey Garcia disrespect Errol Spence like that. All these fans are coming to see him and how he's da. Yeah, people are saying he was selling the fight and all that, calling him basic. No, man, your daddy told you, your brother told you, don't take that fight. But they probably thought not that you shouldn't take that fight because, he was just going to bowl over you. But he didn't even do that. He just beat you up, outboxed you, and embarrassed you. So anyway, it is what it is. Sit on that L. Looking forward to seeing what's going to happen next, man. Hopefully the next fight can be Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. That's the real fight. That's a real big mega fight. But Dallas, the AT&T Center looked full. It looked like a tremendous. The official number of people that showed up was something like, was it 47,000? I think it was 40,000 people in it. 47,000 people in attendance in that fight. So it was just a huge turnout. It was a huge event. Just crazy, man. It was awesome. Congratulations, Team Spence. And I'm out. Peace.